And yes, we are live. Why Christmas is the best time for deep parenting work. Are you here? Can you hear me? Can you see me? My name is Wendy Ologe, and I'm called Africa's #1 parent coach. I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. Have you invited someone to the cathedral today? We're always here, always, every 2 p.m. on Tuesdays. And if this is your first time of attending Tuesday Live, I need you to say yes, yes, yes. But before we continue, I want to be clear. I want to be sure that my network is clear enough. Please confirm from your end that it is clear enough. And just confirm from me, all right? Confirm from me that we are good so that we can run. All righty, I can see. And if somebody says it's clear, whoops, 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 I love it. And if you are a yada, make some noise. If you are a 2026 yada, make some noise already. Make some noise already. I'm enjoying the 2026 Inner Circle program. It's been all shades of fun. If you are a yada 2026, yes, feel it. I want you to feel it because the fire in the yard this year, it's nothing like you have ever seen it. I love it. But are you ready for today's conversation? Remember that this particular Tuesday Live is for everybody, all our sundry. No, it's not just about the yard. But we've had a good time in the Inner Circle program in the past 9 days. 9 days only. We have testimonials flowing in. By the way, do you know that people have started registering for Inner Circle 2027? Because we are not going to hear that, oh, you now missed, and then now, and then, and all of that. Better register for 2027 now. Registration is already ongoing. 2027 is starting on the 1st of December 2026. Yes, you heard me right. People are already seated. Cohort 1A, filling up as we go. So something humorous happened in my family group. So all my family members are in the other circle, including my parents. So, and my brother, everybody was asking what their cohorts was. And then my mom was in the earlier cohort. And then my brother was in X. And then my brother goes, I've been a yada longer than you. How did you get into the earlier cohort, ma'am? How did that happen? And as we speak, my brother registered for 2027. So what is the meaning of that? How did people that are just coming from the back and they are now in, and I'm in X? Why? Very humorous something. But I tell you, it's not about the numbers or the letters. It's just to actually spark humor. But hey, it's easier for you to actually register early and actually get settled early and know what it is that you need early. New Yada alert. I love it. I love it. If you're a new Yada, just in the comment section, share me few fire emojis, just few. But today, you can see that I'm excited. I have an interesting topic for you. Why Christmas is the best time for deep parenting work. Are you ready? I came with a little bit of small basketballs that's happening in the yard in the few days. I came to supply you some small pepper so that when you're done, you can actually be all right. Yes? But if you are not in the yard this year, Maka, why? Like really? Like really? You're missing a lot. I won't even lie to you. All right. I'm sure that Yadas will attest to the fact that the 120, I be 140 or 150 that they paid is a joke compared to what is happening. Do I have some witness in the building? People are reaching out to us and say, my friends want to enter. They want to join. Sorry, the app is closed, on lockdown. If you want to enter, please just pay for 2027 and get set. Okay, where is our cathedral minister? Where are you? Dr. Happiness is working. Have I seen you here? Okay. Somebody said money finished on induction day. Apostle Ifani. Thank you so much for being here. So if you're thinking about the money that you're going to pay, oh, Inner Circle 2027, this money they want to collect, nobody's collecting any money from you. And what you paid is a joke to what it is that you get. And it's only 9 days. The others are armored. Their armor is armored. I love it. I love getting to shock all of you. And this is just a tip of the iceberg. We're coming. Just hold on. By January, you will be wondering, where exactly am I? Okay, Dr. Happiness, I can see you. Oh, yeah, let's go. So, parents often miss the opportunity for deep parenting work during Christmas. And because it's a mix of mindset, distractions, practical challenges. And one of the reasons this actually really happened is that December is supposed to be a time for you to reconnect, a time for you to reevaluate, a time for you to reanalyze what it is that you have done during the year. But hey, you're carried away. Number one reason why you're carried away is that you think that holiday has a lot of busyness and a lot of distractions. Come, let me tell you. You see that shopping you want to do on the 23rd of December? Don't do it. Don't do it. That's part of the problem. You see that, the other day I was having a conversation with a mentee of mine, and he said something. I'm Jesus na East. And if you're not Igbo, Makawai, let me interpret. For the sake of the people who do not have our app and do not have the Igbo translation of that app, right? Jesus was not giving birth to in the east of Nigeria, eastern part of Nigeria. For those of us who are actually, from where I come from in this part of the country, we pack all our load. We pack all our load and just, move to the east. And because we are not, the plannings are not done well. I remember that those days, once Christmas finishes, January comes, the truth of the matter is that there's no money anywhere. Distractions everywhere. Party everywhere. Yes. Is it something that is bad? No, I love it. But if you have not made plans for it, you're going to miss the essence. Now, it is during this Christmas period that children get molested the most. Holiday period. Christmas period a lot, most especially because that's the period you're missing with family and friends. Family come from everywhere. Cousins come from everywhere. If you really pay attention, there's a lot you are actually going to see if you're not distracted. Now, Christmas comes with a lot of parties, a lot of shopping, a lot of travels, and less to-do lists. You don't need to be in all the wedding this Christmas. In fact, anybody that have not invited you till now, that means the person doesn't want you to be there. That's my principle. That's my rule. If there are no invitations on my table now, I'm not going to be there because it's not in my plan. Because in our family, we've already made the Christmas plan. The wedding that is there is only one wedding. I got to know about that wedding 4 months ago. I've attended it, and that's okay. I will be in my house, and I'm going to be thinking about how do I reset the system. That are so focused on logistics that you actually forget to take a pause. You forget to connect intentionally with your children. So that's the time that you're taking your children from one grandpa to one blessing. They are visiting. I remember growing up, you visit and visit and visit and visit until you're tired of visiting. Those periods, you don't even see my parents because it's one other meeting to one, whatever meeting that my mom or my dad is doing. My mom will probably not go for so much, but you will not go to a maternal home. You will not go. They will send you to this person. And in all of this, nobody's really paying attention to what is happening to you. What is paying attention? So during Christmas, you actually lose guard. Yes, you heard me right. Because you're attending events, wrapping everything, it becomes priority. You forget meaningful conversations. You forget emotional teaching moments because you are not thinking of it. Nobody's chaperoning the teenagers that are going to be sleeping in the same room in this period. Nobody's thinking it. All of us are just, everywhere, just enjoying the adult gist and all of that. Nothing is actually being put in place. That's it. So don't lose guard. We don't do that here. If you're just joining the Tuesday Live for the first time, let me see you. Say yes, yes, yes. First time Tuesday Lifer. First time Tuesday Lifer. Because this is what we do Tuesdays. And if you are joining for the first time, let me see you say that. And if you have not invited someone to this stream, Yadas, are you here? Did you call your cohort members to be live? This is important to you. Do not miss it. All right. So I'm sure that we have thousands of yarders this year, thousands. And, it's been an interesting time. Number two, there's an overemphasis on material and surface level activities. Overemphasis. I can see the first time Tuesday Lifers. Dr. Happiness is working off the head. Please welcome those people to the cathedral. All right, let's go. And I know that Sandra is supposed to be deputizing Dr. Happiness. If you're there, shout out to you. Many parents focus on gifts. So sorry about that. I truly apologize. And I bind this network today. Bind it. I bind it from I'm not offline. I'm here. I've not gone online. Number two, I said overemphasis on material and surface level activities. All right. Many at times I actually look at parents. What you're thinking about is how you are going to fix hair for your 2-year-old. Why exactly? Can you tell me? My daughter is almost 16. She's never put any extra thing on her hair, even during Christmas. Pack the hair, man. Pack it. And let the child be a child. You're about to fix nails for your teenager. Why? Are they looking for husband? I'm just saying. You're about to sew that cloth that your tailor is sewing that will not finish sewing till 24th of December. Why? Is there anywhere that is written that there's a particular kind of clothes you need to wear on the 25th? See, when you actually look at it, we focus on things that don't make sense. On 25th of December, you are cooking from morning to night. Why? Why is your life about cooking, rice, this one? Am I saying that shouldn't be food? No. I am saying that you should plan. I am saying that Christmas is not supposed to be stressful. I am saying that Christmas is supposed to be overwhelming. Stop overwhelming people in your home because Christmas should be fun. And you can actually make it fun. One of the reasons we created the amazing Christmas bundle is because you can make Christmas to become fun. Children don't need to fix lashes. Children don't need to, wear clothes that is making them uncomfortable. You see that one that has bead that they cannot pass along with. They don't need to wear it. You heard me right. Children don't need to wear oversized shoe. You need to see that shoe that they are wearing, hilly shoes for your 6-year-old. They don't need it. They need comfortable shoes that will help them to actually just walk to and enjoy the Christmas and just have fun. Your children do not need 10 Christmas clothes. They don't even need 2. They don't even need 1. You don't need to. Children don't need to look like adults. You don't need to use your children to do pepper them. Pepper on your own. After all, in Zion, nobody's peppering anybody. Nobody's peppering anybody. So why are you so bent on using your children to pepper your wife, your co-wife? Ma, sa, that's not what it is. Allow your children to be children. You don't need to actually buy anything. The clothes they have is okay. Nobody has said that if they wear the clothes to church, that they will not be okay. See, for me, it's not about money. For me, it's about the overwhelm that comes with those hustles. Why am I in the market on the 28th? I'll be on the 23rd. Why? Why is the market so chaotic that they are using wheelbarrow to hit your leg? Ma, why are you in the market on that day? There's no reason. If that is why you're getting your money, you cannot. That means you can't afford it. You didn't plan for it. You did not. Your child has no business braiding 1 million braids on the 20th because you need to travel to the east to prepare them. Keep your money. Don't pepper anybody. We don't want to pepper. Pepper on your own. Christmas is not for show. It's not for when you actually, come out and just share on Instagram and all of that. No. Am I saying you should not enjoy Christmas? No. I am saying that Christmas can be enjoyed differently. I was listening to the Naira Academy the other day. All right, well done to you, the Naira Academy. And it was talking about overspending during the Christmas period. You make money from January to December, you empty your bank account because of Christmas. Because after all, Day Joe brought Jeep last year. People in my office are looking at me. And it's true. Day Joe brought Land Cruiser. If I don't carry Land Cruiser this year, come on now, everything is going to spoil. So you have saved all your money to buy Land Cruiser, sir. And you are carrying Land Cruiser so that you can go and pepper Day Joe and tell Day Joe that you are doing well in town. Oshe. And when you're done, Day Joe goes home. You too, you go home. And then January, you are shouting, hey, there's no money. January is the longest month. I told you so. It's 30 days. There's no long month there. If your salary comes on 24th, that's not the money for Christmas. You heard me right. You heard me right. That's not what you need. Somebody said that Joe has collected. In my place, they don't call day, you call day. Like you do twice. That's how you that's how you say it. And many times people say, oh, children are peer pressurized and all of that. Adult peer pressure is worse than children's peer pressure. And this is a time that it shows. You're creating a pattern of doing instead of being with your children, and which limits the opportunities for teaching values and empathy and connection. So that's how you want to actually just live your life. All right, this is very, very important, that you will just begin to think that your life is all about Christmas, is all about trying to pepper them. You can't empty your bank account on Christmas and then you are shouting for school fee in January. People say January things are hard. What does that mean? It's lack of planning. Please don't say that. Not here. You are planless, sir. You are planless, ma. Your Christmas bonus, you can use it for preparing your Christmas. Your December salary is not for Christmas. No, it's not. It is not. You would have planned yourself. Who said that your children must wear new clothes? Who made the rule? Who set the standards? Right? Like I said earlier, my problem is not new clothes. I don't have a problem with that. If you can afford to buy 10 new clothes, buy it. I have a problem with the fact that I have to be one tailor. It's going to hold me at ransom in this period. No matter why. What kind of life do I want to? On 30th, I'm calling. On 20th, I'm calling. Hey, my clothes. If you don't bring, you want to die. Like, why? Why? What I'm wearing is good enough to go to church. Why do I need to show anything? What do I need to show? Don't show anybody. Number 3 is stress and burnout. Stress and burnout. Do you know the reason we don't start Inner Circle in January? Your year starts in December in the Intentional Parent Academy. We want you to understand that it's about planning your life. It's not about reaching January. Most leaders are going to get to January and have a relaxed mind in their lives for the first time ever. First time ever. When we created the 12 incredible planners, the organized Christmas bundle that we actually have, one of the things that I realized is that it's just about planning your life. Even the food you create. Why do you burn out during this period? You burn out because there is no plan. I remember growing up, we cook on Christmas Day from morning till night. Very tiring something. That's what you want to be doing. Christmas, your children don't even, when you now finish, you are biting everybody. You're biting everybody. Your children, your body is peppering you. Why is your body peppering you? Now them do you. Why are you cooking this morning? And then you don't have to cook this morning. Everybody should tell you to come and play any game. Why? Christmas is for us to actually be together, drink water, and play the game. You will still be better. So we're not starting the academy in January because there's no deception. January there's nothing special about the date 01. The day you wake up is the day you find your God. God is always there. Your new year starts the day you decide it. So in January, there's nothing magical about 1st of December, 1st of January. Nothing magical. Don't kid yourself. Nothing magical. All this stress, end of year pressure leaves you emotionally, drained. You're tired, you're stressed, you're patient. That's why when people get into the inner circle, one of the things that their children report is that this Christmas is their best Christmas ever. Why? Planned. Our Christmas is planned to the teeth. Everything planned. No surprises, no chaos. And that's what we teach in the yard. Many parents have already used the amazing Christmas bundle and have created a plan. Create a plan. Stop running like headless chicken. If they bring Asoebi today, wedding is 30th, you are buying. Why? Today is 9th of December. Why are you buying Asoebi? When are you going to sew it? Then you now say what tailor, what you gave to tailor, what the tailor brought, what the tailor didn't bring. Why are you sewing clothes at this time? If you wanted to wear clothes, new clothes on Christmas Day, that's only sin. What's wrong with you sewing it in October? That's one thing that I told my parents too. October, our Christmas clothes were ready. September, you see it in your box. If you want your children to wear Christmas clothes, buy it. Buy it a long time ago. There's nothing, so whatever about it. Me, I don't cook buy Christmas clothes. There's nothing like that. You want to wear a particular new clothes on that day. If I have a clothes that comes in that period, we wait. If there's no clothes, we just go to church. You guys will be all right. You guys will be all right. Somebody reached out to me and said, Coach, I want to travel, but I'm not sure I should travel. I don't have money to travel. But in my home, everybody needs to travel. I said, so if everybody needs to travel and they expect you to travel, they should send you money. It's simple now. You didn't plan to travel. Yet you want to borrow money to travel. What a thing to think about. You want to borrow money to travel. I've never heard that kind of. I'm in shock. Nobody died though. Everybody's alive. You need to borrow money to travel. Of course, by the time you're done, you're tired, you're stressed out, right? Your patience, your empathy, presence naturally drop. You make it hard to even engage. Your children now receive the crumbs of your life, like we say in the yard. The crumbs of your life. All right. Number 4, lack of awareness or mindset. Many parents don't realize that holiday is a prime teaching moment. Prime teaching moment. You need to see holiday as a teaching. You don't just see that just a break. It's a strategic time for resetting behavior, for modeling value, for creating lasting memories. That's what it's about. So I'm creating a Christmas reset behavior for parents who are going to get their amazing Christmas bundle in 24 hours. So if you've already gotten it, you will get a copy. The team will share a copy with you. If you haven't gotten it already, you get it, you get that reset. Because I realize that this is it's a bonus. You don't need to buy it. All right. But that's only if you're taking this offer in 24 hours. This is a good time to sit and reset the system. You don't see Christmas as just a break. The Christmas are just a break. That's why there has to be an awareness, there has to be a mindset. Already our children are home. And one of the things, this is a time for us to do a lot of, putting together a lot of, and all of that. And it's an amazing thing to do. Amazing thing to do. Our children look forward to Christmas, like their life depends on it. We have a Christmas ritual that happens every Christmas. We have a few people who come in and everybody's already putting Christmas this year. Hey, Christmas. The shoppings are done. All these trying to, and if you cannot do the shopping, don't commercialize your parenting. There's no need. Buy what you can. The ones you can buy, leave it. Drink water. Your children won't even remember how many pots of rice you used to cook. They see me. I remember those pots of rice as stress. I remember it as stress. Number 5, unrealistic expectations. Parents sometimes expect that the holiday will be magical, joyful, conflict-free. Have you realized that it's during holiday, the time that you're supposed to use to actually gather your children, teach them something? That's why you're in the village quarreling with everybody. I saw my father quarrel with the siblings every Christmas. Why? Yes, it's part of all the being together and everything, but it made a mess. Trust me, because they didn't have strategies to manage those situations when they arise. Honestly, they didn't have strategies. So everything spiraled. Nobody was thinking about anything. And you expect that things will go perfectly. And the tantrums will happen. You will quarrel with your siblings. You have strategies to put in place before you start traveling to the east to go and celebrate that Christmas. Abi, you are waiting for the Emeka that is coming from the US this Christmas. Once they come everywhere, you're not thinking about any other thing. You're not thinking about any other thing. All right, which is a problem. And then number 6, fear. There's this fear of not having everywhere fun. Some parents avoid setting limits, addressing behavior because they fear that it will ruin the Christmas. You're even afraid. You think that your ice cream, your children should love you all the time. This is it's just the time. Ironically, when you ignore this behavior and emotional guidance, you make things harder later and you reduce that meaningful moment. In short, a lot of parents miss the opportunity because you are busy, you are stressed, you are distracted, you are unaware that the season itself is the golden window for intentional parenting. That's why we actually start Inner Circle in December, because we want to maximize this period and connect intentionally. That's actually why we started. And you find that by the time December is done, something in January just sparks up. Everything just happens. So the holiday is a beautiful time for reset. It's not a time for you to just, relax. It's a time for reset. Let me say this to every parent listening to me. Don't commercialize your parenting. Don't commercialize, because you're focusing, you're making parents look as if it's about money. So, we're talking, Christmas is coming. I don't have money for my children. What does that even mean? You need to avoid excessive focus on that. You want to buy expensive clothes, expensive gadget. You want to compensate for the time you didn't spend. And sir, it doesn't work like that. Presence does not replace presence. It never does. Material possession can never replace emotional connection and presence that your children need, not even in this period. It may lead your children to associating love and care with material rewards rather than deeper values. That's what you're doing. Resist parenting for social appearance. Resist it. Making parenting decisions just to impress people. Social media followers. You have a lot of followers. You want to impress them how you have spent your Christmas. Your friends, your extended family, aka Dede Joe, Bottle Cruiser. Resist that act, because parenting becomes more about projecting an image than understanding and meeting your child's needs. It can put undue pressure on both you and your child. Now you're traveling to the east, you're calling your child, make sure you behave well, don't disgrace me. What does that mean? What does that exactly mean? Let me leave it there. Number, you must remember to reject over reliance on marketed parenting products of trends. Feeling the need to purchase every new gadget, everything that is marketed to you, because it will guarantee your happiness in this period, right? So that you can, once you buy, you need to buy this clothes, you need to buy this one. Well, products, can be helpful. No product can replace active, mindful, connectivity that you do. Children thrive on authentic connection, not prepackaged solutions. Authentic connection. Focus on authentic connection. Spend time. Be emotionally available. Shut down. The few days you need to be at home, be at home. Be at home. Spend quality time. Simplify your parenting. Focus on what your child needs in that time. Part of the things that we have bought, that we actually focus our money is to buy games. So a few days ago, our daughter was teaching us a particular game we must play this holiday. That's what our, this thing is about, right? This is very, very important. Okay. I said that I created a Christmas behavior reset for your children that you can use to walk through, in this whole period. But I'm not giving it to anybody. It's free, but I'm not giving it to everybody. It's only if you have a plan for Christmas. If you have the amazing Christmas bundle, then you can have it. So you can actually create a system. If you don't have the amazing Christmas, there is no need to use it. It's not going to profit you. That's the truth. All right. Now, you need to understand that love is not measured by gifts. Many parents think that the more expensive or abundant gift, the more their children feel loved. It is not true. Children remember time, attention, emotional presence more than any material item. So focus on shared experiences, baking, decorating, storytelling, simply being present. One of the things that this tool does for you is that there's a particular tool that has over 100 rituals you can create. Part of the rituals we've done for years is Christmas night drive. There was a particular time that we don't have to drive anywhere. We just walk through our neighborhood, see the Christmas lights, count it, have conversations, and then we move. Yesterday, we were doing a concluding part of our Christmas timetable with the twins. And, it was so much fun because we created it on Canva, put everything together, and, everybody was bringing up their suggestions and everything. None of it actually requires you to spend an arm and a leg. Avoid using gifts as behavioral bribes. In this period, it's very tempting to give gifts to stop tantrum, reward obedience, or buy compliance. I saw a post recently. Somebody said, oh, they created something where they paid their children for chores and all of that. Of course, if you're in the yard, you know my response to that already. Right? You must learn to teach your children that you don't need to reward. Obedience is not rewarded. It is actually a state. It's something that is a state of being, right? It's compliance. It's not. You don't need to buy compliance. When you buy it, it's not the real thing. You are teaching your children to associate love or associate being productive with something with a material reward instead of understanding natural consequences, value, and emotional skills. So when our children are doing chores, I get them to understand that you are putting in value. And value is what makes you. Anybody who is valuable will be rewarded. It's as simple as that. You must prioritize connection over consumption. Plan activities that will build family bonds, not just to impress people around you. You can make handmade ornaments together. You can read holiday story. You can volunteer. You can be creative. You can do anything. Resist that societal pressure. Social media, commercials, peer comparison. And now you're already zooming through. Your friend has posted that clothes. Tolu, wow. Just imagine, Tolu sold this clothes. Tolu, I beg, share me your tailor, Tolu. Tolu, this tailor needs to make my clothes. Peer pressure. People say, children are peer pressure. Every single person gets pressured by their peer. Did you hear that? Every single human being gets pressured by their peers. Most of you are peer pressured. So peer pressure is not particularly a bad thing. Peer pressure can be a good thing. Are you the pressuree or the pressurer? What are you being pressured into? So peer pressure is not a bad word. Most of you came in here to watch because your peer pressured you to watch. This is a good kind of pressure. So let's not look at peer pressure negatively. I think this is not the class for it. But I just wanted to actually put that together. So by the time that you're zooming what Peace bought for Christmas or what Debola has, curated for the family for Christmas, you're zooming it. You're doing like this with your hand. And you're trying to say, I beg, give me your vendor. It's the same thing. You're being pressured. Sometimes you're being pressured into things you can't afford. Being pressured things you can't afford. All right? And you know the interesting thing. Some people, you are zooming their collection online. They don't pay for these things. FYI. Yes. So put yourself together and focus on your focus. In fact, that was the message today. All right. Yes, the pressure and the pressurer and the pressuree. Okay. So teach values through presence. Use this season to model kindness, presence, and all of that. And all of that. Sometimes, what you go on social media to check is the clothes, the trending clothes. Am I speaking to somebody? Somebody shout hallelujah. So Christmas is about presence. Christmas is about value. It's about connection. It's not price tag. Let me say that again. Christmas is about presence. Christmas is about values. Christmas is about connection, not a price tag. The deeper your parenting is rooted in this, the more meaningful the holiday will become. And the less it is about consumerism. About consumerism, right? Christmas is one of the best times to ever do deep parenting work because it naturally creates space, the opportunities, the emotional context that most other times of the year do not. Now, let me go to the last part of this conversation where I'm going to be sharing with you how do you now do this deep work? I'm sure that you're willing, you actually really want to know. Are you here? Are you here? If you are listening to me, you can hear me, you can see me. Let me see your comment in the comment section. Did you invite somebody today? Why are we 429 people watching live? Why, Maka? Why? Did you invite a family and a friend? Come and get them to listen to the word of truth. Truth is hard, but it's the only thing that sets you free, according to the Holy Scriptures. That's the only thing that sets you free. By the way, talking about that, I invite you to join me at Shiloh today. You know, I'm a Shiloh child. Yes. And today is going to be Shiloh takes off at 6 p.m. I invite you. You can watch wherever you are. Watch at 6 p.m. You know, we're going to be live at Shiloh 2025. And I will be there. Will you be there? Join me as we actually go deeper and deeper and deeper into the word. Now, what is it? So have you invited somebody? Did you share this link? Shout out to you guys, the other fathers. I see you guys. I see you. I see Mr. Emeko Dita, my people. I see Apostle Ifari. I see Professor Chris second. Yes, 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 yes. I see all of you, you know, clothes and hair on social media. I see you guys. If pressure brought you into inner circle, then that's good pressure. I love it. Yes, there's good pressure. There's now bad negative pressure. All right. Forcing someone to come for Tuesday Live is very positive influence. Yes, Tony George. I see you guys. Okay, shout out to all of you. Oh, yeah, share the link, carry it, post it to all those people that are pressurizing you. Tell them to come to class. Tell them to come to class. Tell them to come to class. Yes, see you guys at breaking new ground. We shall go higher and higher. All right, so let's go. What is that thing? What is that thing that you actually would want to do? Now, the first thing you want to do is that the holiday is a good time for you to take a break from school, from work, other routines. So you have more unstructured time together. So, you know, because during the whole time, there's a lot of structured time. Of course, you know that the unstructured time is also there. It's also perfect to observe behaviors. It's perfect for you to notice the patterns. All right. It's perfect for you to reflect on what's working and what's not working in your parenting approach. You know, instead of rushing from one homework to activities, you can just sit with your child and notice their emotional needs and discuss your family values. That's a good place to actually really be. All right. That's you know, another place that you can take a look at it. All right. Number two is that during the Christmas holiday, there is what we call heightened emotions, you know, highlight. And you know, heightened emotions can actually give you growth opportunities. Now, relax. Because there's a lot of emotions, excitement, there's a lot of anticipation. Sometimes the stress during Christmas will amplify your children's, you know, emotions. Now, this heightened state makes it easy to spot gray areas where you need guidance, areas where you need empathy, areas where you need to teach. For example, a child that is struggling with patience, you know, while waiting for a gift is a perfect moment to actually begin to see that this child is struggling with self-regulation and gratitude. This is a time to pick out the issues that you're having. Then there's also shared traditions that foster deep connection. Family rituals, all right? Family rituals, gift giving, cooking together. You know, for us, we have a list of all the people who are giving the gifts for the year. We've already given the first set of our gifts as a family. We've done the first set. In fact, the bulk of it, we have done it. Christmas, it's not an emergency. 25th of December, was already scheduled from the beginning. And if you're asking me what that means, if you're not Igbo Maka, why? Please. If you're not Igbo, get an Igbo friend. At this point in time, please, you need an Igbo friend so that you can keep listening to me. It's a sweet thing to have an Igbo friend. Shout out to all of you, my Igbo brothers. But really, this is very important for you to actually, understand. So those shared, traditions, those share family rituals, like decorating. We've been decorating this Christmas tree now for 16 years. The twins are going to be, 16. So we started it even before they were born. So you come into our home, there's a day to decorate Christmas. In fact, every Christmas decoration in our home, there are pictures and videos, very funny ones. We've never shared them. We don't need to share them. It's not for you. It's not for your consumption. It's for our consumption. We're building memories for our consumption. All right? Our consumption. So this is very, very important. So that heightened state, that shared tradition makes it easy for connection. Connection is the foundation of effective parenting. That's why when you get into the inner circle, the first thing we do is to teach you how to connect. It's just to teach you how to connect. Because you find out that most of the parenting issues you're having is lack of connection. It is lack of connection. Believe you me. Believe you me. So every time that you're working with your children and there's resistance, the first thing you want to note is that connection is broken off. So every time I get into a counseling session, which I do very often, right? And I'm glad to announce to you that my counseling session fee is actually increasing because, yes, I am overwhelmed. Let me use the people's word. Overwhelmed. Yes. Why did you join Inner Circle? You did not join. You were looking for when you will fall into trouble. So you can come and rattle me, right? And pay 200,000 for my time. No. This time around, you have to pay 300. And then when you are rattling me, I know you are rattling me for good. So it is very important that you take learning seriously. Because if you come to my time is important and paid for. Unapologetically so. I say that without mincing words. All right. So take your journey seriously. When you enter trouble, 1 hour will not, it won't solve it. I'm telling you, I've worked with parents for almost a decade. 1 hour will not solve that problem. Most times when parents come to me, I see the rot and I can trace it back, re-engineering for like 10 years back. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. So I can go back in time and tell you where it started. That bad behavior you're dealing with is not starting today. It's not starting to this start today. So by the time you're coming to my counseling room, I already see the gaps. By the time you tell me what is wrong, I can already see the gaps. I can already decipher the gaps. And at that time that you are in a hurry or you are agitated, right? There's so much to do. 1 hour can't do it. And most times parents have to book 4 hours, just to stick to be able to actually hit it. Stop waiting for emergencies. Stop it. Stop it. Stop waiting for emergencies. You're making a mess of your children. You're making a mess of your journey. You are overwhelming yourself. If you don't wait, it's just like parents who wait until their marriage have issues. I hear a lot of people say that. Why are you waiting until your marriage is having issues before you start working on your marriage? Or you think that those of us who attend marriage classes and courses and we're inside couples conclave is because our marriages are bad? No. Or do you think that the people in the inner circle, their parenting is bad? Somebody reached out to me and said to me, I've followed you for 5 years. I regret every year I didn't get into the inner circle. Every single year I didn't get it. At the end of the day, what did you do? You missed opportunities. So stop waiting. Start already. Start already. Because believe you me, that's the best thing you can do for your journey. Do you know that if you create these traditions early enough, by the time your children are teenagers, they love to do these things with you. If your teenagers are struggling with creating these rituals with you, sure you know that it's because something is missing from the beginning. I don't have teenagers I'm struggling with. My children are almost 16. They are the ones that come in to say, we have not prepared. Please, this Christmas, nobody should joke with me. This is what it is that we're doing. We're not prepared for this one, that one. They're the ones curating it. Parenting is not an emergency. Stop waiting until you have an emergency before you come and seek solution. Stop waiting until you have an emergency because you come and seek solution for your marriage. If your marriage, as your marriage is, you need to be in a learning community. Shout out to you, the Gov is here. You need to be in a learning community. So my husband is the founder of the Marriage Seal Academy, and he's called the Master Conclavite. I remember one of those classes where he was teaching this year, and he said something to the conclavites. The truth of the matter is that when a yam is spoiling, yam, it starts from a spot. Unfortunately, if you leave it, it goes inside and rots inside. By the time you're cutting it from the head, everything is rotten. But you don't see it from the other part. You don't see it. You don't see it from the other part. So you need to start now. You need to start. Take your journey seriously. Because the day you come to me privately, you're not taking it seriously. You shall pay money, right? Yes, you will. My time is not a for free, and my destiny is not a joke, please. Like we say in the yard. Anyways, my point is, even if your children are 0, start these traditions now. This 12-in-1 amazing Christmas bundle is just $4,999. You can use it to start traditions around what it is that you need to do. What you don't know, you don't know. It's only been 9 days in the yard. I have more than 1,000 parents reach out to say, Coach, I never knew that parenting can be learned in this dimension. There's a dimension to parenting that you don't know. Stop arguing and start doing. That's the truth. Stop arguing and start doing is important. And this is also an opportunity to model values. Christmas is full of opportunities to model generosity, empathy, gratitude. Children learn. Children learn most effectively. Children learn most effectively through observation. So many things can teach by doing, but it's in real time. All right. Somebody's saying, can we share the link to the seller link? It's shared in the community, the marketing groups, and you can also have that in the team will share it on the message, all right, on the comments, so you can get a copy. Let's get a copy, start building. For now, you say, buy Amazing Christmas bundle $499. You haven't even got it for 2,000, Abi. Buy it for $499. Buy it for this amount. No, you need to. It looks like a lot, Abi, until something happens, and then you will understand that even 300,000 is not a lot. You understand that it's not a lot, because at that time you are in emergency. And do you know the sad part? There are some scars that you will put on your children that never goes away. Parenting has scars. Even if you get out of that parenting quagmire, some of them leave everlasting scars that never go away. Some of them. All right, some of them. Somebody said, I've stopped arguing. I'm on the journey of doing. Better be on the journey of doing. Because at the end, it's either you do it now or you do it later. Either way, you will do the time. All right? So children learn most effectively through observation. And then there's also a natural reset before the new year. The holiday season feels like a pause between old habits and new habits. Pause is a powerful time to reset your family routines. That's why in the inner circle, that's what you're doing. You're resetting your routines, your expectations, your behavior patterns. That's what you're doing. Discussing your family vision. That's the first thing that you're learning in the yard. Family vision, family governance system, the family media blueprint. I told somebody something last year. When the person reached out to me and I said to the person, if you don't have a media plan, in your home, your children will watch porn seamlessly. Person said, no, we're Christians. Those things don't exist in my home. Guess what? 6 months later, she realized that her children have been watching porn for 3 years. Neck deep. We're still dealing with the matter till today. If you don't have a plan, the children will shock you. You see all this, I trust my children. Trust is not a parenting plan. No. I am overwhelmed is not a parenting. I'm busy. It's not a parenting plan. Inside that your business, what will happen will happen. Alrighty. Memories stick and influence future behavior. Experiences during special occasion are remembered more vividly. My children can't stop recounting all of the things, that they need to actually have in their head. children recall calm, joyful, connected holiday, and they are more likely to internalize those behaviors themselves. I say to every couple, the blueprint of the marriage you're practicing today is what you saw your parents do. Whether you agree with me or you don't. If you really want to argue, come into a one-on-one with me. I will tell you, except you rewire it. That's what you will practice. Because the brain only understands how to create patterns. Now, the brain is going about that. I'm back here. All right. The brain is only able to really understand what it is that is happening so it does it in patterns. Does it in patterns. So those patterns are the things that your children are going to replicate. So if you want to work in your marriage, if you want, don't. Your children will. Most of us are living the patterns of our parents. Go and check. If you want to really be truthful to yourself, that's what you're doing. Until you rewire it. Until you rewire it, nothing changes. Part of rewiring is actually making effort to learn, to read, to replace those neurons that have been formed. That's what it is. To replace it. To replace it. And nobody can do it for you. No prayer, no prayer. Even as we enter Shiloh today, as you enter Commot for deliverance, the knowledge. What are you going to go to Shiloh ground for? Knowledge. 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 That's what he said. My people perish for lack of knowledge. That's what differentiates it. That's what differentiates you. Knowledge is what makes all of the difference. What you know. What you know. And that's why the Bible says to study to show yourself approved. There's an approval needed for you to move from the ordinary man to the extraordinary man that God has created you to be. And that's where you need to be. That's where you need to be. That's where you need to be. Because there's a lot that's going on. Please work on your marriage. Let me end that here. Because this Christmas, a lot of the things that happen is that parents. So during the week, we watch documentaries in the yard. We watch everything yadarically. Please don't be forced. This 26, we're about to pepper you. You know that peppering I'm talking about? There's no pepper in Zion, but there's pepper here. We shall bring pepper to you. So we're talking. I was watching about Eddie Murphy, and one of the things I saw was the story he recalled. He recalled the story about his parents, and he said he was 7. He said the only thing I knew about my father and my mother was how their marriage was a mess. And that's the only thing I knew. And it was very striking. You think your child don't know. During this Christmas, marriage conflict, on Tuesday, I'm going to bring you a special guest next Tuesday that will talk to you about how to deal with conflict in this holiday. It's holiday you fight with your husband more, your children, you're screaming, you're shouting, school should open, let them go to school. Ma, sir, come closer. There's something you need to learn that will make all of the difference. Now, let us talk about the books. I tell you something humorous that happened to me. Just yesterday night, my almost 14-year-old son walked past me and said, I haven't even told you congratulations about your 6-in-1 book. So recently, I launched the 6-in-1 books. All right. Let me get the 6 of them for you. Let me see if I'm able to put them together. I have 3. Where's the other 3? Can I have them? All right. So 1, 2, and 3. Thank you so much. So these are the 6-in-1 books. If you do not have a copy, you're missing a lot. There's so much to learn from them, but that's not the story. So there's raising the social genius. There's parenting lessons from the Bible. There's the parenting reset. There's text educate your child like a pro, volume 5. Then there's raising the lifelong learner. And then there's camp parenting framework. So our son goes to where the 6-in-1 books were. And then he brings out the books. I'm like, I've only seen them online. I've not seen the physical copy. Congratulations, Mom. There's something my son says to me when he sees me do something very exciting. He says, you now boss. I said, of course, saying you be boss, Abby. And I said, correct. He said, but this one, you have really, really achieved it. I said, what are you talking about? He said, the camp parent framework. Because if not, by now, all of us would have been outside. They have thrown us away from upstairs to downstairs. I said, He said, no, because I've really seen you proven system to stop yelling and stay in control. You are very much in control. That was my own basmos. I collected it, but I'm happy. I have a good report. Not just a result. I have a good report as we speak. My report is reporting. So get your book so that you can also have a good report from your children. I have a good report. And this is my report. That's where it is. Yes. And when he was done, we were like, but you know, say you be boss now. This one is not anything. Congratulations. And of course, you want to get these books. These books we're reading in the yard this year. The raising the lifelong learner. So the raising the lifelong learner and raising the social journey. I don't know what to say about this book. This book blew my mind writing it. Me, I wrote it and it blew my mind. That kind of thing. So we have the raising series. I will advise you to start with it. Instead of you got your hamper, buy books and put for people in your hamper. And let them read. Right? Buy books for yourself this Christmas and sit with it. Okay? So we have the raising series, raising the social genius, raising the lifelong learner, raising the troubled child, raising the girl with sense, raising the boy you don't need to bail out, raising the independent thinking child, raising the emotionally skilled child. Somebody said, I've finished reading the Camp Parenting Framework. That book is practical. I don't just write things just to excite you. No, I write books to actually ensure that it does something for you. So the Camp Parenting Framework and From Yearning to Calm is one book, two books that you want to test yourself with so that you don't keep yelling and screaming everywhere. And if you have a problem with discipline, so we usually read this one at the beginning of every year in the inner circle. The curriculum moved. We're now reading the parenting reset at the beginning of this year in the inner circle. So get a copy, but Connect to Correct is still Connect to Correct. All right, it will change and blow your mind at one read. All of these books are available on Amazon. You should also get Discipline is Not an Emergency. All right, and the discipline that works. If you're a yada, get ready. This parenting reset, there's something about this parenting reset that will reset your parenting to the right way. And of course, there is parenting lessons from the Bible. I call them the series, and there is also the parenting advantage, right? The parenting advantage. I don't think. Okay, thank you. The parenting advantage, right? These are the series, and then of course we have the Sex Educate series. The Sex Educate series are also here. You should also get your copies. You have issues with porn and all of that. The children don't know what to do. This is what you need. Sex conversations. Sex Educate your child like a volume 1 to 5, and then walking your child to puberty. For those of us whose children are getting to that stage where puberty is coming and is ringing, all right, and I'm putting all together. Lola Adeumi said, parenting reset was for me. I started reading, oh my word, that book is insightful. Step-by-step approach to reset you. All right. You can order on Amazon. You can also order on the resources. Look at the link on our system. You can also get the link in the description of this video, or just send a message to any of these numbers that you can see. All right. This is very, very important. We also have others: resolving sibling rivalry, solving friend problems through effective communication, how to love your child more, and the planners. The planners are amazing. You also have, your family plan for godly dating, courtship, and marriage. This is what we use in the inner circle, and then the parenting launch plan. We actually use them a lot. And of course, these are all part of the inner circle book, The Financially Literate Children. That's by Coach Chukwemeka Oyinezi. You can find it on this thing. And then, of course, Kulologe, What Your Spouse Is Not Telling You. Also reading this year. It is by Kulologe. Kulologe is my very beloved husband, aka the God. All right. So, thank you so much for joining me. Connect to Correct, deep, first book reading. Awesome. I love it. I need to go and open my book, The Parenting Reset. I can vouch for all TIP books. They are all transformational. I can't wait for you to read The Social Journal. Where is it? I can't wait for you to read it. When you read it, I want your review. I want your personal review. All right? And then when you finish reading the parenting reset, I'm sure that it's going to be a hit for you back to back. Talking about what of the girl with sense? Ha! Talking about it. Yes, I've already spoken about it. This is the girl with sense, raising the girl with sense. Raising the boy, you don't need to bail out. They are all part of the raising series. The raising series are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. All right. So you can get the raising series, 7 of them, start with them, or you can get whichever series that you need to go and open my book, The Parental Reset. Yes, I'm still waiting for my copies. Can't stop, wait to stop reading. Right? Shout out to everybody who joined us live today. Of course, talking about Inner Circle 2027. All right. For those of you who are asking, how do I register for Inner Circle 2027? Believe you me, that's where you need to be. Don't come and you're attending a webinar at this time next year and we're telling you the arc is closed. The arc is closed. So Inner Circle 2027, you can still get a rebate. Now, the good thing is Inner Circle 2027 is 150K per slot, complete payment. But if you are making your booking before the end of the year, so you just book with 20K. If you are doing that, you are going to be paying 140. And that is the offer that we have. All right. So, and then of course, for couples, you pay 220. So that means you book with 40K. And once you book, we put you in the wait list. But if you decide to also make full payment, you get access to enter your cohort right away. And then you just sit there and then start preparing and putting yourself together, especially for those of us who are not in the yard. If you're in the yard, this is a long haul, it's a long waka. We stay. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Somebody said, I'm reading the social journals and it's been awesome. Someone said, parenting reset has humbled me. It will humble you. All right. Somebody said, I love the simplicity of the read. Yes. I'm back. I don't know what it is that happened to me, but I'm back. All right. Yes, all of my books are easy to read. They're insightful. You find it very easy. You can find them on Amazon. You can get e-copies on Stella. Please mind you, if you're buying on Stella, you're buying e-copies. If you want to get in your location, we have pickup points in every part of the country and also outside the country. We have not pickup point distributors, people who actually distribute for us. Canada, and somebody was asking me, how do I become a distributor where I am and all of that? You can email us, booksbywendyologe@gmail.com. And of course, you can join the train of distributors that we have. We have distributors in Ghana, we have distributors in Zambia, we have distributor in Ireland, we have distributor in Scotland. Am I correct? Scotland, yes. We have distributor in the UK, generally, London. We have distributors in Netherlands. We have distributors in Australia. Yes, we have distributors in the US, and then we have in Canada. We have in different parts of the world, and you want to actually be there. Shout out to you, Pastor Samuel, Pastor P. Thank you so much, Pat Samuel. All right. Thank you so much. Kogi State will receive information through me. Being in the yard is not for play. Discipline is not an emergency at all. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an awesome conversation. I enjoyed it. Remember, yarders, remember, we meet in the yard. As always, I love the yard. And if you're not in the yard, please take advantage of the offer and get into the yard. Of course, remember that I had promised that I'm giving everybody who gets the amazing Christmas bundle in 24 hours that Christmas behavior reset for free. When it is done in 24 hours, you will see it on seller. It is for you to buy it. It's not free. But if you're buying this for 499 instead of 20,000, remember that this is the original, product fee, right? Each of our guides costs 2,000 naira and above. So these are 12 guides in one. So you're getting it for a giveaway. 4,999. Take advantage now so that you can have access. So there's no tool that you get access from us that doesn't blow your mind. I can assure you that one is on period. See you again at the Tuesday live next week. Do not forget that we are getting set, all right, to always be here. Don't forget to invite your family and friends. Share this link And don't forget to subscribe to this video. Alrighty, this is where I call it a day, and this is where I say goodbye to you.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí gbogbo ojú tí ó wò mí, orúkọ mi ni Tèmítọ́pẹ́. Èyí ni ọjọ́ kìíní nínú oṣù kejìlá ọdún 2025 tí í ṣe ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún nínú the Intentional Parent Academy. Welcome to the Intentional Parent Academy New Year.
Dito kay Komdo, ayun mero ko yang do Agustin. Bora mi di ogi ko kang inising ko min Agustin. Aso ko kere se mpnedo a pause na fi onke December 2025. Mpo nyini bi na mpnedo Intentional Parent Academy ado bu fa iswa. So nyini recto ni mi roko mo fi se abu fa iswa mi ko mo prewo. Eso so
Makuni Nezabo, Irasha Mivi or Examsi, and young Rayowa, Ini, the Intentional Parent Academy, Iradi, Onya Berayowa, Makunimbo. No but your mata, no but your hura, I'm a major now see you no, Happy New Year, Sitenebe Intentional Parent Academy.
Hello everyone, my name is Chidera Mabetesi. Welcome to the Intentional Parent Academy New Year.
Barka da sabon shekara, sunana Steven daga Intentional Parent Academy, sannun ku da zuwa. I contribute one a day. I want to snap in you inside the yard. I also not ready.
I am very sure that you're wondering why we're wishing you a happy new year on the 1st of December 2025. That's why we are the Intentional Parent Academy. My name is Wendy Ologo, and I'm a founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. Call me VC. That will be very well right there. But you know what? 1st December is our new year. It is because we curate our own calendar. This is why we are wishing you a happy new year. Welcome to the Intentional Parent Academy New Year again. 2026 already begun. You want to try? Make sure that we are in the yard. See ya.
Common phrases in the inner circle. Let's go.
You're coming for an inner circle webinar and you're not with your yellow blanket with red trimmings. Is that even a joke?
Oh, I'm running and I'm not looking back because 10,000 lions are chasing me. I have watched all the webinars, but today, Coach came with a bazooka.
Even with my humility agbada, I still collected.
If you're not in the ark, you better enter now because flood na bia o.
In the inner circle, we they walk and they show.
CIP police is coming for you. There is no need harness here.
You definitely cannot relate because you are not in the yard.
If you are not in the yard,
Why not?